Hey guys, today I'm going to be making for you an Eton Mess. Now it's quite probable that you haven't heard of that unless you live in England, because it's a pretty traditional British dessert. But seeing as Wimbledon's coming up, which is another big British event, and it's quite often associated with Wimbledon, people like to eat it while they're watching the tennis, apparently, I thought it would be a good time to make it. And it is one of my favourite desserts that isn't chocolatey or cheesecakey. And it's really simple to make. Like, you can make this in 5 minutes, I promise you. It's kind of like a jacked up version of strawberries and cream, except it's 10 times better. Once these things are combined, it's gonna blow your mind. So you've got to try this at home. But basically all we need, aside from the strawberries and cream, are some meringue nests and some balsamic vinegar. And I've got a little bit of caster sugar that I'll add in back there. And I'm gonna finish it off with some raspberry coulis, which isn't completely necessary, but just adds a nice little finishing touch. You can of course make the meringue nests at home from scratch using egg whites and sugar, but that's a lot of faff and it just ruins such a simple and quick recipe by making it a lot longer than it needs to be. So to start things off, we need to prepare our strawberries by cutting the ends off and then cutting them into chunks. So for the big ones, I'm gonna probably cut them into quarters and the smaller ones just into half. These strawberries smell so good right now, I might have to try one. These are perfectly ripe and so sweet. My whole kitchen is smelling of yummy strawberries right now. There we go. I'm gonna stop there. Now we need to add in some balsamic vinegar. Call me crazy, I know, it sounds really weird, but the balsamic is really sour and sharp and it kind of just, I feel like it unlocks some flavors inside the strawberries and just really balances out all the flavors within the dessert. So we've got some sourness with some sweetness, with some crunchiness and creaminess, and it all just kind of works together magically to create the best thing ever. So I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of balsamic. You don't want too much because you don't want it to taste the vinegar. And to that I'm going to add in some caster sugar as well. Now my strawberries are really ripe, so they're quite sweet, and also I'm using store-bought meringue nests, which are also quite sweet because they put a lot of sugar in them, so I'm not going to put much sugar in here at all. Just over 2 teaspoons for 300 grams of strawberries. And we'll let them kind of just stew and let the juices start to run out of them, so they're nice and soft and moist. Oh, I said moist again. I keep saying moist in my cooking videos. Got to stop that. So we'll leave them to stew and let the sugar start to melt. And meanwhile, we're going to whip up the cream. So I have almost 300 mils of double cream, heavy cream if you're in the US, pretty much the same thing. And I'm going to whip all of that sweet Mother Nature goodness, creamy creaminess up. Oh yes. In case you didn't realize, I'm quite a big fan of cream. No! I always make such a mess when I make cooking videos. Then we'll turn this up onto a high speed and get it whipped up. We want to go to soft peak so it's not like completely stiff and it's still got almost a bit of runniness in there. If you're feeling extra naughty, you could add a bit of powdered sugar, icing sugar to the cream to sweeten it up even more. But I don't think we're going to need it because we've got a lot of sweetness going on already. That is looking good. So this is what we're looking for. There's still quite a bit of movement there in the cream. See-through bowl, just to make it easy for you guys to see. The juices are all starting to come out now and the sugar is melted and this just looks amazing. I'm going to pretty much put in most of the strawberries, hold back a few just so that we can decorate the individual Eton messes once they're in the glasses. Definitely put most of them in there though. And just gently fold them in. As you'll see, the strawberry juices and the cream start to combine. But it's cool because then we've got this lovely pink juice just rippling throughout the cream, which is just going to be amazing. Now I don't want to mix that too much, but now I'm going to add in my meringue nests. But you just want to crumble them up into chunks, and this is where the magic happens. This transforms this dessert. You've got to trust me on this. Yeah, these are very sweet. That's why I didn't add in any more sugar. Probably, I'm going to say maybe 3. Do leave some nice chunks in there, but you don't want the bits to be too big because otherwise they'll just stick out. And again, just fold these in. You just want it nice and combined. Now to make this a little bit extra special and unique, I'm going to add a bit of forest fruit coulis into the mixture now, and then I'm going to ripple it through just to give it a unique look. I just think it's going to look really cool. So I'm just going to very gently mix that once more so it's just about combined, and there are pockets of coulis in there. And now it is time to assemble the individual Eton Mess. You can serve this however you want. I'm going to go for this margarita glass because I think it's going to look pretty cool. And then I've got a nice big single serving just for me. So basically just going to very gently dollop it into the glass, just like that. This is just looking awesome. Of course you can double up this recipe and make even more if you want to. Or just use more appropriately sized serving dishes. But I think that is looking good. We are getting there, almost done. Just gonna add a little bit more of a drizzle of this coulis, just to kind of finish it off, and hopefully I don't mess this up. And then finally, just finish it with a few more of those strawberries that we saved from earlier. Here we go. There it is. And that is looking awesome. And here is my Eton Mess a la Doug. You won't believe how excited I am because I actually haven't had one of these in quite a while. So let's give it a go. Let's tuck in and see how it tastes. It's just how I remember it. I knew it was going to be amazing. That raspberry coulis just adds a little bit of sharpness. I might have put too much in actually because it is quite powerful. But you don't have to put it in if you don't want to either. Now before I finish it all, if you did like this video, do please give it a thumbs up because it does really help out. And you can check out a lot more of the recipes that I've made before on this channel. Just go down, click on Doug Armstrong, that's me, that's my name. And you'll go to my channel and there's a whole section full of cooking videos, recipes and food porn and everything like that. Exactly what you're looking for, so go there next. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye. All gone. Oops.